Yes.
The mysterious map. Lena loved exploring the woods behind her house, but she never expected to find
A peculiar
peculiar oak map burnt beneath a pile of leaves. The edges were torn, and the ink had faded, but she could still make out a winding path leading to the X. Excited, she rushed home to show her little brother Max. This could lead to treasure, she exclaimed. Max frowned on danger. He said always the
curious. Cautious. Actually, that's cautious. Always the cautious one.
Ignoring his
apprehension.
Lena grabbed a flashlight and set off Max. Merlin followed close behind. The map led them past the creek through a dense path of trees and up a small hill. At the top, they spotted something unusual. A wooden chest, half buried in the dirt, was hit with trembling hands. Lena pried it open. Inside was the old diary and rusted locket, and a note that read, "To whoever finds this, you have discovered the memories of a great adventure. Sometimes the greatest treasures are the stories we leave behind." Max smiled. I guess not all treasure is gold." Lena nodded, feeling a sense of
reverence
for whoever had left this behind. Maybe, just maybe, she and Max would add their own adventure for the story one day.
Awesome. So what do you think the story is about?
It's about Lena and her brother looking for treasure.
Discovering treasure in your backyard, right? What do you think the word peculiar means?
Specific?
Have you ever heard that word before?
No.
Okay, so peculiar means like strange or odd or unusual or something that's abnormal. You could say that's peculiar. Okay?
Yes.
Okay, let's move on to the word apprehension. What do you think that means in the story?
I think apprehension means...
Ignoring this apprehension, Lena grabbed a flashlight. What do you think apprehension means? What does that word mean to you? After reading the story.
Expression?
Apprehension means that someone is nervous or hesitating. Like, I want to grab this calculator, but I'm kind of hesitant. It means that's apprehension, like anxiety about something. Okay.
Yes.
And towards the end, what do you think Lena meant nodded, feeling a sense of reverence? What do you think that means? Reverence. A feeling of
like referencing what somebody did.
Reverence means like having respect. Like for your grandfather, for instance, you have a reverence for him, meaning you respect him. That's what reverence means. It's like admiration for something or someone, or amazement. Or worship. That's reverence. That's what reverence means. Okay? So, now what I want you to do is we're going to do some activities. Okay? We're going to do some activities for each word, so you have a better understanding of what the words mean, okay?
Yeah.
So, for the word peculiar, I want you to do an activity. I want you to find an object that you think is peculiar or odd. It could an object in the kitchen, something that you think.
Well, can you tell me the definition of
Yeah, it means unusual or strange. Something that's odd or abnormal, unusual, strange. You can look around and see if you find something that you think is kind of odd.
Those chickens?
That's odd to you? Okay, you think that rooster is odd?
Or the TV?
The TV in the kitchen, you think that's odd? That's strange to you? Okay. Okay, so you're saying the TV above that door is very odd to you?
Yes.
Okay. Now we're going to do the next word. Apprehension means nervousness or fear about something. Okay? So what would you do in a scenario where you feel nervous? Could you give me an example when you experience apprehension? Which means nervous or fear. Give me an example.
I might shake a little bit.
But can you tell me something that happened that made you feel some type of apprehension? Do you remember a time when you felt that way?
Nervous?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes, when?
When I'm walking up the hill.
Just now to do this activity? That's a very good example. So you felt a little nervous coming up to do this for me to tutor you. Okay, that's a great example. Mm-hmm. Now we're going to do the next word. We're going to do reverence, which means deep respect for someone or something. Okay? So can you tell me someone who you have reverence for, or someone who you really respect?
Like respect?
Anybody,
respect?
anyone. Hmm?
Respect or no?
Respect. That's what it means.
So I can name somebody back.
Can you give me an example of someone or things that you respect, have reverence for, or people or a person?
My brother?
Your brother? Can you tell me why?
Like what did I do to you?
Yeah. Why do you have a lot of respect for your brother? Is it an older brother?
Yeah.
Can you tell me why?
Because I'm just a nice person.
Because you're a nice person? Okay, so you have respect for your brother because you're a nice person. Can you give me another example?
What?
Can you give me another example? Of reverence, feeling reverence for someone or something. Your grandfather?
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me why?
Because he's older. Because
he's older. So you're saying that you have respect for older people? Okay, that's a great answer. So that will wrap up our lesson for today. I think you have a good understanding. Are there any other words that you did not understand in the story? Any words that are new to you? Cautious. That means being careful. Being careful. Being, cautious means like you're being careful. Okay? Mm-hmm. Like when you cross the street, you look both ways. That's being cautious. To make sure there's no cars. That's cautious. Being cautious. Okay? Is there any other words that are new to you?
No.
No? Okay. So thank you very much. And that is the end of our lesson.